Great to see you, man. How are you?
Good. I'm good. Just touched down here. I'm feeling comfortable in Qatar. Direct flight.
Oh,
Might be the longest direct flight in the world.
what was it?
It's over 17 hours, but not bad.
Yeah, at least you're not bouncing through airports and all that type of thing. Straight to the gas.
Straight here.
That's what we want to see. How have you found the last 15, 16 months? Frustrating period for you?
Not necessarily. I think I don't know, I'm too pragmatic for that. Like, you just get on with it. Hands out of touch. Like, it was perfect timing. I had a new baby, Zara. She's 10 months old. So I was like, I broke my hand, and so I got to spend a lot of time with her when she was a baby and stuff. So it's like, that's a pretty good second prize.
Yeah. Well, it's a main prize, really. Let's be honest.
Yeah, exactly. Like, how many dads get to spend that amount of time off with their newborn, you know? So I was actually pretty lucky, I think.
From a professional point of view, when you look at where you were to where you are now, there's no ground that has been lost either, really. I mean, that could be a worry, can't it? When you get injured, certain things can move in the divisions, certain people can do certain things and move ahead. I personally don't, as I look at it, I personally don't feel that has happened. Would you, when you actually analyse those rankings, you're kind of in the exact same position, and this fight of the weekend kind of propels it even further forward, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think that's like a mistake which I made in the past, was just being a busy idiot, you know. Like,
what an assessment that is.
You're in a rush to nowhere, you know. You're in a rush, so then you fight people that are behind you, or you fight people that, because you're injured and stuff like that, that you make stupid mistakes just because you're in a rush to go. So you're going to the exact same place, but it's taking you 10 times as long because you're fighting when you shouldn't be fighting. You know, bit of patience, practice a bit of patience, fight when you're healthy, and look, now I'm in a number one contender fight.
What do you like with patience? Because when you're
injured... Horrible. But it's like a yes or no. You know, broke my hand, back-to-back surgeries on my hand. They're pretty much
How bad was it? Because the noise was that it was incredibly bad, career-threatening to a certain extent.
I wouldn't say career-threatening. I've got a lot of other stuff.
Well, mentality probably not.
My finger is shorter.
Oh yeah. You lost a couple of centimetres on your finger.
I lost a centimetre on my finger, but besides that, we're all right.
Yeah. The like you've just said there, it's a number one contenders fight this weekend. What are the challenges that you feel that you're facing this weekend with Arman?
No, I like it. I like the fight. He's a good fighter. I think technically he's the best in the division. He's very good at winning fights, very good at control time. Doesn't like to get hit. He's pretty smart on the feet. Keeps his distance well. No, it's an interesting challenge.
You mentioned before, this is your words, not mine. I'm not calling you this, right? But you refer to yourself as a busy idiot, right? Is that the key thing that you've learned over the last couple of years? Because there has absolutely, from an outsider looking in, there's been an upturn, hasn't there? There's been an upturn in performance. There's been an upturn in the way that you're going about your business in the octagon. You look fresh now, really, really fresh. Where there was a little bit of a dip at one particular point. Is it that attitude that you're just referring there about taking care of business outside the octagon?
Oh, it's a product of an entire career in the UFC. It's a product of all. I forget even how many fights, 20-something UFC fights.
23, I think this weekend, mate.
Shit the bed.
You've had a few, pal.
Yeah, it's a product. It's a product of the whole thing. It's like the lessons you learn from going through that COVID time is. Like before that, I thought I couldn't do it. I could do it without my team, you know, and that's why I took those fights that I shouldn't take in COVID, because I've just bullheaded young kid, just thinking I can do it without training. I can do it without this. I can do it without just hell bent. Had my mindset on it, and so it was. It's a good let. Like I lost those fights because if you take away the training, you take away the best coaches in the world. I don't blame the training not being perfect for the results in those fights. I feel like they just highlighted the mistakes I was making, and so to have to learn those lessons and to go away. The last couple of years, I've just been in the gym, actually getting better as a fighter and fixing those holes and making mistakes. I don't just blame it on COVID and not being able to train. I blame it because I was shit and not that, and making some pretty big mistakes and had some pretty big holes in my game, physically and mentally, and just not having the coaches and not having the training around me. Like, they masked it. They're having the best team and the best preparation for a fight, like that can mask a lot of holes in your game because you're so well prepared. But when you take that away, those holes are so clear. So to then fix those holes and then have the coaching and the best training added back in, I feel like because I did take those fights, I learned a lot of tough lessons, and I wouldn't be the fighter that I am without going down that path.
And I know at the time it doesn't feel good, but it's a blessing in disguise, things like that, isn't it? To actually experience it.
Character building.
There you go. It is though, isn't it?
I've got a lot of character.
But it is, you've got to go through those particular times, experience them, and I know that at the time you're thinking, maybe questioning it, why is this happening? But it's then the self-reflection afterwards. That character then is then able to grow.
Yeah, like I've had a lot of tough losses in my career. Well, my whole career. I started my professional career 3 wins, 3 losses. So you do build, you build a lot of character and a lot of mental fortitude and a lot of understanding how to get yourself back. It's like a learned tool to overcoming loss in the sport and to build yourself back up and being really honest with yourself about what actually went wrong. Because blaming the wrong things or just blaming any one thing, in the long run, it's just going to cripple you as a fighter. You have to be real honest with yourself about. You have to take full responsibility, as well as a fighter. You can't palm off any of the responsibility for a loss onto anyone else. You have to wear that 100%. And the sooner you do, the better you are at getting back into the gym, because you're the only one that can control it.
You mentioned coaches there. Obviously, you've got an elite coaching team, but you've also got some elite teammates in there as well. Picking their brains, I've no doubt, has helped that as well over that period of time.
Yeah, oh man, we all feed off each other. This has been an incredible camp. A lot of the Perth boys, so the bigger lads, knocked it out. Navo, Bear, Cam, Carlos, like they got their fights out of the way, so we can get those bigger boys out of the gym. And it's kind of been like a welterweight, lightweight. I think there's, how many boys fighting this weekend? There's 12.
Jeez,
there's 12 other guys. So I've been going through camp with 12 other guys preparing for the exact same date. So the gym's been buzzing. It's been great preparation. We've just really been feeding off each other.
Has the world of fight promotion been helping you as well?
Oh,
your own promotion is what I'm referring to now, mate. I mean, I'm fascinated by that social media channel. Like every single time I chirp it on 1 Minute Scraps is what I'm referring to here now.
Yeah.
The turnout that you had, when was it? Last weekend or a couple of weekends ago? About 1,000
the dads
that just rocked up?
Yeah, there would have been over 500 dads there that trial, which was crazy. And then plus like some of them brought their mates and families and stuff, probably another 500. Yeah, there would have been like 1,000 people.
Where did the idea come from?
For the dads of it?
No, just you doing this just in general.
Just in general. No, I got flown out to just host an event. It's like one of those crazy Russian fight shows. You always see them doing like mad ideas. Yeah. And then I went over there to Thailand just to like host the event and jump around like an idiot. And I saw how they were, because that's where the original like 1 minute fight ideas, they were doing the 1 minute fight tournament kind of thing. And I just saw how you can make improvements to the format, how it would be so cool in New Zealand. Like I don't know, it's like a real I don't know, sign. When you get 1,000 dads, like, who wants to have a fight? And like 1,000 dads are like, yeah.
Has it surprised you, the uptake? Because
everybody
seems to have jumped on it.
It's just grown organically or natural. Like I haven't forced anything. I don't have any advertisement or anything like really behind it. It's just the people seem to love it.
Have you discovered any what you would class as genuine talent that could probably step into the pro game?
Well, like the original idea from it was like come up a lot of with
That
like
way,
a lot of other. I've come up with a lot of other fighters in the sport, and for one reason or another, like their family life or work, or they had to provide for their family. Not based on talent in any way, shape, or form. Like they didn't make it to a stage where they could earn big money fights or make like a real career out of it. Not because they weren't a talented fighter, but just because life got into the way. And so it's like I saw it as an opportunity to get some of those guys paid, some of the guys that missed out, like old guys that are retired. Like what level's the playing field for like a semi-retired guy floating around is the time. Like they obviously don't have the time to put 8 weeks into a training camp and take time away from their family and work and stuff like that. But to level the playing field is to take that time away. And so like a minute just kind of bases that now becomes down to just the athleticism and like all the guys that have done well, or Panuva that won the first one, he's dedicated his entire life to combat sports and never kind of run into that $50,000 paycheck. So it's cool to give these guys a second chance at making some real money.
I'm going to say, are you finding it quite rewarding, being in a position where you
like
can actually help?
Every show is like, I don't know, it's like its own thing. Like every single one I've done is like its own thing. Like my second one was the girls. I went into the girls not because I thought it would get like crazy numbers or like that's never really been the motivation behind it, is to make because you can obviously just do a bunch of stupid shit and get like more viral.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can just do what the Crazy Russian Fight Show does, but then it has like no real logic or meaning behind anything. Like the girls is because so many of my friends at the gym that I know, they're the generation where the next generation is gonna profit off it. You know, our generation now,
trailblazers,
like
open the door.
Me, Izzy, like Kai, like we're the ones that can make it into the UFC and actually make a living and stuff like that. But in New Zealand, for the women's division, it's like the next generation of girls is going to be the ones that crack it into the UFC and start making heaps of money. And so I feel like that generation of girls is so the next generation is going to be built off their back, so they're not going to get a shot at $50,000. Like when are they going to have a crack at making that kind of money? So I just saw it as an opportunity to get like one of the girls that paved the way a shot at some real money.
When you're talking to them, do you see a lot of your old self in them?
In the fighters,
yeah. When they're talking about their particular dreams, when they're talking about the things that they're looking to try and achieve, does it take you back maybe 5, 10, 15 years when you were starting your journey?
Yeah, but I was a fucking idiot. Like that's just pure aggression that got me. That's just a pure chip on my shoulder. Yeah, fighters are a funny bunch. Fighters are a funny bunch. With the 1 minute scripts, like I don't chase any fighters down. Like I put the prize up, and whoever wants to put their hand up for it and feels like it's the right decision for them and their career at the time, then that's happy days. But I don't go chasing anyone around.
I asked you that question because the man that sits in front of me now, it feels like there's and you've kind of said this before about character building, a more mature, a more rounded, a more calmer man that is stepping into that octagon, a more calculated, that's the word I'm looking for, a more calculated guy going about his work. Are you feeling now that you're coming right into your prime?
Yeah, I am, for sure. And that's like, not only like physically, but mentally, big time. I guess maybe like the injuries as well, like it makes you appreciate being fit and healthy like a little bit more, for sure. But yeah, I'm exactly where I want to be. I want to be in the main event. I want to be fighting Arman Tsarukyan. Like I love going out there and fighting in front of all these people. I love being in that position. There's nowhere else I'd rather be. So that's why it's so exciting. I'm so happy to be here. So yeah, just appreciate everything.
And when the job is done on Saturday,
then I'll be sad because it's all finished.
Yeah, but
I like this part. I like the
anticipation. You like the
I
anticipation?
like
of it?
enjoying it. Yeah, I like that's the fun part is when we have the face-offs and the weigh-ins and getting to the event and walking out. Like that's the part I actually like. Like as soon as you get your hand raised, that's all downhill from there. Like, well, a lot of people want to get that out. Like a lot of people want to get that part out of the way, but like all the nerves and adrenaline, man, it's the best drug in the world.
But the next one then will be for the title.
Yeah.
Well, it should be.
Yeah, should be.
It should be.
Should
you
be.
know, with a solid victory on Saturday night, the next one should be for the title.
Cool.
How does that make you feel?
Yeah. Cool.
You're too cool for me. Top man. Thanks for speaking.